Hey everyone. Over the time, there have been a lot of people who have become infamous for committing murders related to videos and streams. Most of the time, it's either because they leave some evidence behind of their intentions, by accident, or on purpose. In this video, I'll be reacting to a story of a murder that was a mix of both, and although this isn't the first time something like this has happened, it's so bizarre in nature that it stands out a lot to me. This is one of those events that reminds you how easily people snap one day and become psychotic, or maybe over a period of time where they plan out the murder. Either way, there's always one bit of evidence that they leave behind that uncovers them, and I was really shocked at how dumb the one part the killer left behind that got him caught. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure to check out the creator's channel, because this story was really interesting.
There have been many YouTubers in the past who became murderers. Randy Stair, Mr. Anime, and Elliot Rogers.
Oh yes, I love the last two, Mr. Anime, Elliot Rogers.
The individual we're going to be talking about today.
I want to see if this one in this video is going to be the same caliber as Mr. Anime, because Mr. Anime was literally fucked in the head.
It assisted him in committing murder. This is the story of the livestream killer.
I'm already captivated by this story because just the headline, livestream killer, sounds pretty bad. Like it feels like something's gonna be it sounds like that movie Spree by that one actor who's like obsessed with being famous, and yeah, he's gonna like kill someone to get attention from everyone online. It's gonna be interesting.
At the time, Natalie was 15 weeks pregnant with her first child and couldn't wait to become a mother. Her boyfriend and father to her unborn baby was a 33-year-old man named Stephen McCullough, a seemingly normal guy who made YouTube videos on a channel called VoteSaxon07. He had been posting on the channel for over 7 years and had amassed over 35,000 subscribers.
Hello YouTube viewers and random subscribers. Yes.
No, don't tell me this is the guy.
Well, not all.
The scariest killers to me, or serial killers, are the kind of people who act like, who look really normal, like this guy. Like I could imagine myself walking past this person in real life, like around town, but the idea of this person being a killer terrifies me.
This channel represented what YouTube felt like back in 2014.
Pepe gets the return!
While Natalie was tuning in to the second half of the finals, Stephen was preparing to dip his toes back into a style of content he hadn't tried in a long time. Live streaming. At 4 PM, Stephen posted, "Surprise! Join us in 2 hours for some festive streamy goodness. Live! Kicking off at 6 PM. Stephen had streamed in the past, but in his last 2 years on YouTube, he had only gone live twice. So it's safe to say, his fans were pleasantly surprised.
Chouameni really has to score.
30 minutes later, Natalie was watching France and Argentina battle for the trophy in a penalty shootout. It was a close game, but in the end, Argentina came out on top, and Lionel Messi made history. But now, unfortunately, it was time for Natalie to start her long drive back home, where she lived by herself without Stephen, a situation she hoped would change after having the baby. At 5:57 PM, Stephen would send Natalie a message saying, "Right, I'm off to stream the night away. Wish me luck." That would be the last text message sent between the two, because 3 minutes later, Stephen would go live.
Hey, and we're live. Hello everyone. Yeah, a little bit out of the blue this, isn't it? But that's the fun of being live. Yes, so hello to all on this glorious Sunday evening. I just thought, why not? I'm gonna do a live stream because this day next week is Christmas. So what more could you want?
This has to be very recent. If he was talking about the football match with Messi from last year.
So what would?
Plus it's during Christmas as well, so practically at the beginning of 2023. So right now.
It's now 7 PM. Natalie is finally home after a long drive, and Stephen is getting drunk playing GTA Vice City to his live audience.
Hell yeah. Like a true Brit.
The streets are barren, and Natalie's house is quiet.
Oh, this is so... I love this kind of like Christmas aesthetic. Like the nice, quiet, melancholy setting.
At 9 PM, Natalie gets a knock at her door. A man wearing a large coat, a scarf, and woolly gloves stood in her doorway. He seemed to be carrying a plastic bag with something wrapped up inside. Natalie lets the man in. Minutes later, the neighbours hear a loud noise coming from Natalie's house. It sounded like a woman screaming, but the cry goes unanswered. The neighbours thought nothing of it. Little did they know that the girl next door had just been brutally stabbed, strangled, and beaten to death.
Fucking hell.
The man vanished, and Natalie's body remained on the floor of her house throughout the cold winter night of December 18th.
Wow, that's just fucked. He did mention of her being pregnant as well. I know this is way too early to point the finger at who killed her, but just by him describing her boyfriend starting off streaming and having like a small channel, I really get a sense that this is the kind of guy that was desperate for attention, and either this was his way of getting more popular, or he reached like a point where he just snapped and he wanted to kill his girlfriend. Usually it's always a girlfriend with kind of people that they go to kill first. I don't know why.
Stephen was none the wiser, still engulfed in entertaining
No, it wasn't, okay.
playing Grand Theft Auto, getting more and more drunk as the stream went on.
Oh god, if he's innocent, I feel so bad. I feel like a piece of shit if he turns out to be innocent by the end of the story, and I just like immediately blamed him for being the murderer. Oh god.
Finally, at 12 AM, he decided to end the live stream, take out the trash, and go to bed. When Stephen woke up, he was concerned about Natalie as she had not responded to his text message from the previous day about his live stream. So he began the 30-minute drive to her house to check if she was okay. And when he arrived, he discovered what had happened.
Jesus Christ.
The police were called soon after.
Oh
When Natalie's father arrived on the scene, he said he had trouble identifying the body due to how disfigured it was, saying, quote, "I had to look about 3 or 4 times before I could say yes, definitely, that was Natalie. It was a frenzied attack." But the question on everyone's mind was who did it. Well, it seemed the police had their suspicions, as they arrested Stephen almost instantly. He was now the prime suspect. The boyfriend who found the body was now in custody for the murder of his girlfriend, who was 15 weeks pregnant with his child. However,
I wonder if he's gonna bring up the CCTV footage of the apartment, because most blocks do have some kind of like security with cameras around to check if someone's like breaking in or attacking
at no
somebody.
point did Stephen leave the live stream for more than 10 minutes, and Natalie's house was a 30-minute drive away.
That's a good point. Surely the evidence of him streaming should immediately prove that he wasn't the one who went to her house.
And on Christmas Eve, they released him from police custody, stating publicly that he had been eliminated as a suspect. After his release, Stephen went to Natalie's parents' house frequently. He made a montage containing photos and videos of Natalie's life to be shown at a rally protesting violence against women. And on Christmas night, Natalie's parents even let Stephen have 20 minutes alone with the body to help him grieve her loss. However, these feelings might not have been mutual, because one night, Stephen ended up leaving his phone at Natalie's parents' house to record their conversations and figure out if they still suspected him of murdering their daughter. It's here that things started to go downhill for Stephen.
What a bizarre thing to do. That really seems like a first tip-off point. Because yeah, I did feel like he was innocent before accusing him of him killing her. But yeah, he really does seem innocent. I can't see how you can look past the fact that he was streaming for for 6 hours in his own house. So there's no way he could have left and drove into her house. But him recording the conversation is a bit weird. I feel like he would be too overwhelmed by grief to care about like what they believe about him in the first place.
It's here that things started to go downhill for Stephen. As the police investigated into the case further,
I don't want you to say that. I'm really blown away by like the quality of this video. It has a really good aesthetic. I mean, it's really nice.
The man's face was covered by a large coat hood and a scarf, and the man proceeded to pay for the bus with cash. But as he was trying to pay, the coins spilled on the floor.
How late is this? Because I'm pretty sure most bus services stop before like 10 p.m. I'm pretty sure it was late as well.
Mistake. Because beneath the first set of gloves was a set of yellow latex ones. Latex glove prints were found at the scene of the crime, meaning whoever was on this bus was the killer. At 9:30 p.m, just minutes after the murder, CCTV picks up the same man leaving the Silverwood Green area.
Yes, yeah, I knew there would be some kind of footage found after.
Clothes and was carrying a dark backpack. The man then spotted a taxi that was waiting for someone else and decided to take advantage of the situation, quickly getting in the taxi and claiming there had been a change of plans. He explained that his mother was unwell and that he needed to go to Lisbon. Weeks later, the police asked that same taxi driver to pick out the man who entered his taxi that night in a lineup of suspects at the police station. The taxi driver pointed straight at Stephen McCullough.
So far from what I can see in this video, whoever the killer was seems to be pretty dumb. If you want to kill somebody, surely you would make sure to like show your identity to as few people as possible. So why would you get on the bus and take a taxi? Even if like the apartment block is in a very like secluded area, it's less suspicious to like walk back home to wherever he's going than going on a bus where people could see your face. As you mentioned, not only did the taxi driver find him in line of suspects, I'm sure even the bus driver or anyone on the bus could see him as well, so
Stephen
makes no sense to
was
me.
the man who knocked on Natalie's door that night.
So it was
He
him.
was the man who brutally murdered his own girlfriend.
What the fuck?
And the crazy part is, he almost got away with it. All because of a YouTube live stream that police would soon realize might not be as real as they thought.
Oh, was it faked? It has to be faked, right? But can you really be in two places at once? So I'm guessing it was maybe like a Yes, it was. I'm calling it now. I'm a genius. He did mention like he couldn't see the live chat before. Therefore, that means like it's a pre-recorded stream. So he got some footage of him reacting like all nonchalantly. Put that on as a live stream, and then went to his girlfriend's house. That seemed like a really bizarre extra step to take, because I'm guessing he wanted to make sure, he wanted like definitive proof that he wasn't there at the house that night, and so his main piece of evidence was that live stream. But I feel like with a YouTube channel that small, with only 45,000, you wouldn't be worried about people checking in on your account online to check for evidence of like where you were that night. So I was right about him being a bit off with that recording his girlfriend's parents in the living room with his phone. That is like a weird detail to include halfway through.
Killed Natalie while he was live streaming was if the stream was pre-recorded, which is why on December 17th, one day before the murder, Stephen likely pre-recorded the gameplay to air the next day while he was out committing the crime.
Because he also said he only live streamed twice before on YouTube in a year.
That was the day he realized he was going to kill his girlfriend. But we'll get more into that later. As the story became more publicized, people started digging deeper through the live stream. And what people found was that throughout the 6-hour broadcast, Stephen hints at the crime he is going to commit.
That's
Our
terrifying.
first clue comes directly from the title of the stream, The Violent Night Christmas Live Gaming Stream. A disturbed read, given what we know now.
Wow, what a moron. Some people really make it on their nose when they want to kill somebody. Also, I realize this now, it's scary how over time, there's different pieces of like proof of someone going insane. Like back in the day with people like Ted Bundy, I'm sure they had tapes or diaries of like them talking about like how they felt and their like violent fantasies. But nowadays we still have that, but now it's shifted into like live streams where someone like can play a game like or relax, but then they can talk about their most violent shit in their head. This is the part why I find like human psychology so kind of interesting but terrifying at the same time, because you have no idea what's going through someone's head, like this guy right here in this video.
Watching a drunk mash buttons on a controller as if he's some sort of expert, then go mental after failing miserably. All in real time. Merry Christmas It feels strange to add the phrase all in real time in the description of a live stream. It sort of just goes without saying. Also, it seems the entire description was written in past tense before the live stream had even happened.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Things escalate when we go deeper into the content of the live stream itself.
I can't get over the fact like how normal this guy looks. Like he literally looks like the most average person you would see in your life. And yet, he did violently kill his
I just
girlfriend.
realised I'm literally going to be drinking and driving. In the game, by the way, I'm not leaving the house tonight, so
Oh my God,
in the game I will be drunk while driving in the game.
That feels like
I'll be
such
drunk
a...
in real life, I'll be driving in the game.
You literally could not make that up. That sounds like something in a Hollywood movie. I'm drinking and driving in the game.
Just keep myself in the good books, shall we say?
In the good books.
F off. You don't know me. You don't know what I've suffered. Get the f out me life. I need to kill this bitch.
Oh my
I
God.
need to take her down. 'Cause I won't pass the mission if I don't get this bitch to die. Tra-la-la. That's what would happen in the real world. Abso-f***ing-notly. Abso-f***ing-notly.
Was that name of his girlfriend? Oh my God.
I did hit you, and I liked it. No! 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 Why the f*** does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening?
I wanted to bring up. Oh, he vapes as well. Awesome. I wanted to see like how quickly he could shift from being like that to being absolutely violent. Because with someone like this, they can really become really explosive quickly at the slightest inconvenience. Which of course is probably why
Attack,
he was so
Panic,
violent.
attack. That's what we're doing. But yes, for all of us, be we young, be we old, I think the important thing to take away from it is...
Even the live chat, it's not that active, so he really doesn't have that big of a fan base. I have no idea why he chose to live stream before, apart from the fact that he wanted evidence to show that he was in his house during the murder.
Those nights, hasn't it? But yes, I think the message rings true that Christmas, it's not about the shopping, it's not about the lights and the tints and all that crap.
It's about killing your girlfriend. That's the message.
Spending time with the people that you love.
The most damning evidence in this live stream occurs right in the middle, at 3 hours and 17 minutes. During this point in the live stream, Stephen decides to take a short 10-minute break, during which a graphic was put on the screen stating that the live stream will be back soon.
And you can hear him stab his girlfriend in the background.
A few times throughout the night, but this one was different. At exactly 3 hours, 26 minutes and 24 seconds, there is a transition to a movie poster for a James Bond film called No Time to Die.
I can't believe this shit. That must have been him planning. Some of these people really have like a Hollywood fantasy where they want to kill somebody, but make it like fantastical at the same time. That has to be the only reason why he included a movie poster that says No Time to Die.
This image is completely unrelated to the live stream, and its appearance was made to look like an accident.
However, if I was a mentally fucked serial killer, I would have picked a movie that has death or die in the title and picked one that says in December. That would have been a cute detail.
This is how Stephen justifies the image.
I'll tell you something. I made a real pig's ear of that. I just sat down and I pulled the controller and the headphones off the table, which hit the keypad, which it's apparently hotkeys are still connected, so it went on to something else for a little second.
What makes this even more unnerving is the timing. Stephen went live at 6 PM and stopped at 12 AM, meaning Natalie died around 3 hours after Stephen went live. And it just so happens that the No Time to Die movie poster appeared around the exact time Natalie's life was taken.
Jesus
9
Christ.
PM. Almost like Stephen had it all planned out. The motive for the murder is the most uncertain part of this case, but from what police have revealed, it seems to link back to jealousy. Police claim that on September 15th, 3 days before Natalie's murder, she exchanged 33 WhatsApp messages with her ex-boyfriend, and on September 17th, it's theorized that Stephen found those messages. Natalie had stayed over at Stephen's house that night, and police discovered her phone had been unlocked 7 times between 12:22 and 9:54 AM. One of Natalie's family members confirmed that Stephen did in fact know the password to her phone. So, did he find the messages? Or was it something else? We may never know.
With someone that
If this
insane,
was the motive
I wouldn't
behind
be
Natalie's
surprised
death,
if it was jealousy
then that would mean
drove him to kill
Stephen
her.
pre-recorded the live stream that exact same day. And less than 24 hours later, Stephen would get on that bus, all while his fans watched him play Grand Theft Auto at home.
The video. Jesus Christ, that was actually terrifying. I can't imagine the idea of me being a fan of like someone with a small account and being like, oh, they're just having fun playing GTA Vice City, and then finding out that in the meantime, while they were having fun, well, not having actual fun because it was pre-recorded, they were going out and killing somebody. That is actually terrifying to me. It's kind of why I find like serial killers so kind of like bizarre to me, especially when they make videos as well, because the kind of diaries where you get a small glimpse of their life, where they act kind of awkward, but there are rare snippets where they kind of break character and you really see like who they are. Like in that video when I'm guessing he failed the mission, which most people will be like, oh fuck, but he actually went animalistic and yelled. So I'm guessing he also had anger issues. I would love to see like an interview between him and the police, because I'm sure there were way more details that reveal like how he really was. With someone that violent, it's not like they're a normal person, of course. There's definitely like a lot of like underlying mental issues that drives them to be this psychotic. It also scares me like how easily he could have like gotten away with it if he planned the live stream better and didn't make it so obvious that he was killing somebody. Well, no, it wasn't obvious, but with the context and the foresight, it was very clear that he was at his girlfriend's apartment that night with the, I can't believe he actually included it, but the No Time to Die poster. Like, that's so blatantly obvious that he knew what he was doing. And while that live stream was going on, that movie poster makes no sense. He made up the excuse that like he pressed a hotkey and it went on the poster for a while, but it's very clear that it's not like that. If he accidentally like on OBS like went to a different window, it would show like the actual file, but no, that was very clearly like something he made beforehand, like in Photoshop, and then like edited in the pre-recorded footage. Plus, I'm pretty sure he had like an actual like TV static transition, and you can't fake that on a live stream or by accident. Yeah, you have to make it beforehand. So I have no idea why people like this do this. I think there are some rare occasions where people who kill someone really want to be caught, so they have like small sprinkles of evidence that shows they did it. And I'm sure that's the exact same situation with this guy. And honestly, that's kind of good, because no one that looks this normal should be allowed out of society if he's that psychotic that he wants to kill someone close to him. I mean, he did mention that like she was texting her ex-boyfriend before. I'm guessing that's what drove him to kill her. But with someone like that, if they're easily set off to kill somebody, other small situations like that can easily drive them to be that mad quickly. So thank God he's at least in prison. I don't know how long his sentence is gonna be, but I'm pretty sure murder in UK, it gives you a pretty long sentence, so he's probably gonna be in prison for quite a while.
Keep the vibe inside my mind and organize on the blind. Watch the young fall a victim over here to time. Investigating, finding all accelerated with crime. Intertwine, let the alcohol and wrestling combine. A deadly combination, he passed the younger generation.